Hello, look mum, no computer here. I got back from my tour a couple of days ago and it's freezing, it's freezing. You'd think that a bunker was warm, well, you'd be wrong. So it's time to talk about the bit of capitalism that everybody likes, new products. Yeah, I don't really do many videos on new products because I quite like old things that are useless and stuff. They seem more exciting than new things that are trying to just basically be old things but new. But every so often there's something that comes along that I think is worth kind of having a chat about. About a month ago, my mate Johnny was surfing on the wicked wild web and kind of came across these things and sent them straight to me, and some alarm bells went off in there. It was kind of like the equivalent of seeing the Tesla Cybertruck, which I do think is the most attractive new vehicle. And if you disagree, you are crazy because modern vehicles are so ugly. But yeah, back to the matter of the video. So if you've ever used an effects pedal or like a synthesizer without any control voltage control, these things have probably ran through your mind at one point. They sure have mine. Just the idea of being able to control a knob mechanically, because then you can control it with anything. But I'm sure these were born out of sheer frustration of wanting to be able to adjust knobs without having to touch said knobs. And yeah, it's as simple as you were thinking it was going to be. It's basically a motor that knows where it is that goes on top of one of the knobs. So what we're talking about today is something by Gecko Tools, and basically I just emailed them because I was so chuffed about seeing somebody finally making these things that I needed to contact them because I really wanted to try them out, and lo and behold they said yes and sent these over. They sent 4 of them over. Basically these are the motors that actually go on to the knobs. They sit by putting this magnetic bit onto the knob, tighten it up, and then plop, plonking it on. They've even got a little knob on top that actually shows which way the knob's supposed to be facing. It also comes with a control module that has got some different inputs. I've got to be honest, I haven't even turned this on yet, so I don't know what it's got. It's got MIDI in, so if you want to control them with MIDI, you can. So you can control them with Ableton and stuff. So you can even probably like automate your guitar's kind of effects pedal sounds to the track that you're recording. So you like make a MIDI channel that's kind of like modulating through that track. So when you're playing in the guitar, you can adjust, I don't know, the reverb on the guitar that's going in and stuff like that. Or like, you know, you can adjust the fuzz or something. Gecko Tool. So right now it's, I don't know, loading. It's got MIDI in. I'm not sure what it's gonna do. Okay, so I think it's connected to MIDI, but you can literally plug it in an expression pedal and stuff like that. Stolen my girlfriend's Android phone because I haven't got an Android phone, but it will be available on iPhone like soon, I'm pretty sure. But basically there's an app on here, we're gonna have a look at it in a minute, that you can control and adjust all of the different parameters and all of the things about this. But right now, I'm gonna just plug it in and see what it does. I should probably read the instructions, but I just don't do that. So I've been trying to calibrate them, but I think they need to actually be connected to a pedal. So I'm gonna find a pedal, turn it around, have them all facing this way. This is pretty damn cool. ModernTechnology.com. Okay, so I've got it plugged in. So it knows which ones they've plugged into. That's crazy. So I've got the app connected to the box that's out of shot, and the box I think is basically a screen that kind of says what it's on. You can change presets on it, and you make the presets on the app, and then oh, it works. Watch this, watch this. That is cool. The electro-harmonic knobs are actually quite sturdy to twist. They're quite thick to twist, and I think the magnets are so I've added a little bit of tape around the back to kind of hold them in place, because I think these potentiometers are really quite hard to twist. But I think other brands, which we'll try in a bit, are a little bit looser and a bit easier, like the Strymons and stuff like that. Anyway, I've got the expression pedal down here. It's like, Like, needless to say, you can plug in control voltage into this. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to make a quick sequence on the BeatStep Pro, and I'm going to plug in the CV from the sequence into that over there and see if what it actually does. It's pretty cool. Time to try a different pedal. Got the Strymon Big Sky. I'm aware I can't play guitar. What of it? So the control effects pedals and guitar volume knobs, alright, but what else can we try and control? I'm really annoyed because I don't have a light dimmer switch on the wall. I don't have any light dimmers because I thought this would be awesome to like plug in and then plug it up to your thing and all of it flashing, which is a bit of a shame. So if you ever get one of these, oh, that's tight on there. If you ever get one of these and yeah, you've got some light dimmer switches in your house. I've got one. What if you're feeling lazier and you're on the other side of the room and you want to adjust the volume of your mix? So this Mackie Big Knob has countersunk potentiometers, so you can't actually get the mount on it. But this is metal, and it actually, because these are magnetic, it just kind of just sits on it and it stays in place. How cool is that? I'm gonna calibrate it and then... Oh my god! Ah, it's moving! Oh man, there's something cool about having motors do this. That is mental. So the Arturia Drumbury Impact is a pretty good drum machine, and yeah, the only downside is you don't have any controls over the knobs like you usually do with like modular Simpson stuff. So what if we connect it up to it? Oh my god. I want to control the pitch of the kick. So I'm going to try and plug this in without hitting anything. Oh, I can wedge it. I wedged it between these two. I can wedge it. I'm going to calibrate it for this knob. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's pretty good actually. I've always wanted to control different parameters and pitch and stuff on the Drumbury Impact. So now I've got these motors to do it and it actually works. That's pretty damn good. So this Prophet 600, it's got the Glee mod, and annoyingly with the Glee mod, it's kind of removed the CV capabilities of the filter knob. I don't know why, or maybe it's just because mine's broken. I'm not sure. And I know you can control it with MIDI, but that's just a pain. So why don't we just control the filter knob on this with the Gecko tools, just to turn it into a foot pedal so you can actually play it and have the filter going off on one. With old things, the potentiometers are usually pretty weird and different, and this potentiometer hasn't actually got anything to kind of mount this on to kind of keep it smooth. So I think it's probably a good thing if you're going to use these to actually get a magnet, an extra magnet, so it connects to the big magnet inside it, so you can kind of hold it and it clips in place. Yeah, that worked. It worked! It worked! Oh yeah! That's pretty cool actually. Now I've got it hooked up to the pitch, so yeah, let's try it. Maybe you want to control the speed of your Omnicard, but you've got no arms? Ah, this is far too slow. Maybe you need to control the contrast on one of your many Game Boys on your Game Boy Mega Machine. Ooh, lovely jump. Too far! So that's the Gecko Tools motor put on your effects pedal or whatever knob you want machine thing. And yeah, this was an insight light because it was quite a light bit of insight. I didn't really go that deep into it, mainly because I was borrowing my girlfriend's Android phone because I've heard it, the app's been developed and put over onto the iPhone this week or something, and I haven't got it yet, so I haven't been able to use this. I only had my girlfriend's phone for about half an hour to do some adjustments, but if I had it for longer, I would have been able to configure all of them to be separately controllable by separate MIDI knobs or something. These are still prototypes, and the Kickstarter is up at the minute if you're interested. They're very close to completion. The link is in the description. It takes a little bit of finicking to kind of get it sat in the right place, but it's actually relatively easy. I thought it was going to be a little bit more fiddly than it actually is. The mounts that the prototypes come with, and this may change, I don't know, do fit most new potentiometers, but when you go into the old realms, they vary a lot. And this doesn't fit every single one that I've looked at. It is a one-size-fits-all popular, like, effects pedals and popular kind of potentiometers, but not to fear. I found if you just put an extra magnet on the bottom of it, plop, it just plops on anyway, and you don't even need to use the mount. It kind of works perfectly anyway. Even in a plastic situation, a little bit of double-sided tape on the bottom, boop, and you're sorted. I found that even on the Arturia drum brute, I just plopped it on, and it kind of just sat there, and it didn't even need kind of mounting or fitting. It kind of just stayed where it was meant to stay, and it moved around as it was meant to move around. I do aim on delving deeper into these things, and I do actually see myself using these at times, because I actually wish these were around before, because there's been a number of times I could think of that I was kind of wanting something like this. In fact, most of the time it was when I was using that MIDI guitar, and there was a lot of different things I wanted to control, parameters that weren't controllable via other means except for twisting the knob. This would have made it a lot easier. As you know, I only spent about half an hour with the app. It took a little bit of time for me to figure out exactly how to deal with this, but I think it's because there's no other product really like it. I had to sit and just kind of think, yeah, okay, this does make sense how it's laid out. It's just not what I was expecting. Like, the calibration makes sense. It kind of feels how far to go and stuff. It's quite cool. But yeah, I'm back from tour now, so I'm going to be uploading videos a little bit more frequently than I have been this past few weeks. The next Patreon live stream, which I do about 2 hours of kind of like jamming and also chatting and answering questions and just having a conversation, is actually happening tonight. This month's one is tonight, so if you're interested, go and check it out over on my Patreon. And yeah, if you like this, subscribe and check out the other videos, and I'll be having another video out in a couple of days or something, so don't forget to subscribe, and don't be scared to try it.